pictures and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shh, got all my people in red clothes. Styling my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. Wanna party with me?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition. This is our Wednesday night edition of the Walking This Way's Impact Voice podcast. We are broadcasting once again out of DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Alongside with me is the one and only Chastity, of course, in the building with me as well. Also, thank you, Chas, for hanging out, just coming on for this ride. And we have a lot of interesting conversation and topics here on the show. I know you're doing a lot of great things. I know you're designing the new Bad Boys 4 t-shirt that you're doing. Like I said, it was an awesome t-shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to go follow Chastity on her social media. She do great work when it comes to t-shirt designs. Matter of fact, she's wearing one of her t-shirts right now. So let's really get out, support her, what she's doing. She loves what he's doing. She's passionate about what she's doing. So once again, Chas, how are you doing this evening? I know you being not busy, but productive, of course. So how is your Wednesday going?
It is going great, and thank you again. But it's going great. It's a great Wednesday. No rain today, so it's really good today. But it looks like we're gonna have some tomorrow. But yes, again, definitely. Y'all not gonna go see Bad Boys? Go and see it, and get you a shirt to go see it. But how's your Wednesday going?
Oh man, my day good. I got up at 3 this morning, went to the gym at 4 this morning. Got
Okay.
my workout in. I ordered me some glasses. I got my glasses on. I wear contacts. I just did some glasses. I got my glasses on. So I picked
Okay.
those up today because they were available today. Treated myself out to lunch. And of course, we're here on the show tonight on our Wednesday night edition. Like I said, I guess Musik Da Muse, she's gonna be popping in at 7:30. She texts me and says she's gonna be on 7:30. But other than that, I'm not seeing when I was at the gym this morning, J1, I seen something that came across Instagram.
Okay.
And it was something that happened here in out in Irvin. That's outside Dallas, is outside Fort Worth. But it's a very startling news. I'm gonna read it. An Irvin Wingstop employee shoots boss after being sent home early, affidavit said. The other day, it happened on this past Monday. An
Mhm.
employee shot and killed the manager at a Wingstop.
Because they sent them home early.
They sent them home early. So the employee shot and killed the manager.
Yeah, that was like a moment of silence because what could have been going through that, and what is it that that manager or that boss, or however you want to say it, did so bad to where you shot and killed them?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it now. It said Irvin, Texas. The police says that a fight between an employee at an Irvin Wingstop and his boss led to a deadly shooting on Monday. So the manager and employee got into a fight. I'm
And
not
so the
making this up. Yeah.
employee pulled a gun out and shot.
Yeah, police was called to the Wingstop on E. Irvin Boulevard around 7:30 p.m. on Monday. There, officers found a 19-year-old Christopher. I'm not gonna butcher his last name. Say Christopher G. Dead, and another person with injuries. So a 19-year-old got killed. A 19-year-old lost his life. Another person got injured.
These are our times. These are our times. I mean, even though things like this have been going on, but it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Come on, 19. He ain't even taste life yet. Life already gone.
Yeah, it said police said the suspect, 22-year-old Mark Leon, ran from a restaurant on foot. He was taken to custody within 10 minutes, and a gun was recovered. An arrest warrant affidavit for Leon said the argument started when he was sent home early by Mr. G, who was his manager at the restaurant. Leon allegedly pulled out a gun and shot his manager multiple times, according to urban police. Investigators said a fellow employee was struck in the head and leg by the stray bullets. Family member describes G as a hard-working 19-year-old. That's all he did. He just worked. He just wanted to get his parents to move forward because his dad was not good in health and his mom can't work because she's taking care of him, said his brother-in-law and Adrian Hernandez. So he wanted to get them a home. That's the only reason why he was working two jobs.
Mm.
G at the grocery store. He was also a manager at a wing stop. Tragically, it was at a wing stop in Irving where police said a fellow employee shot him Monday evening. He was just there doing his job like he had to do. Hernandez said, and because he was doing his job, he got killed for it. G brother-in-law said he saw G become a man throughout the years. He was a little kid before he carried himself away, but now I saw he worked around with his head held high and just a good head on his shoulders. Hernandez says it was a big achievement for him, and for him to still do that and still be providing for his family is something that incredible that not many people my age can do. For a 19-year-old to do that, that's incredible.
He was just a baby trying to take care of his family because they were unable to provide, well, do it for themselves because, like you say, his dad was sick, right?
Right.
And his mom was trying to take care of
Take
his
care of
dad, so
dad.
she wasn't able to work. So he's out there working. At 19, let me tell you something. At 19, was I working? Nope, I was in college doing what I wanted to. And I was out there partying. I wasn't caring nothing about working and all that different stuff. This man was working two jobs to provide for help his mother and father. And you took his life because you got sent home from work early.
Yeah.
Even though other words may have transpired or whatever, and there may have been like some animosity, because let's just call it, he's 19, you talking about 22-year-old that's under him. The 19-year-old is a supervisor, so I'm sure there may have been some jealousy there or whatever, or he didn't want to listen to him because he's younger or whatever the case may be. I don't know the story, but for you to take this man life, there was no reason, nothing was the reason. There was no reason. You took this man's life, and all he was doing was working to take care of his mom and dad.
Yep.
And that, like they said, he was just doing his job.
Yeah. And the employee got mad because he sent him homework. Obviously, the guy wasn't working or he was playing whatever he was doing, and he probably told him, hey man, just go home early. Or business could have been slow. 'Cause a lot of time in fast food, business real
Hmm.
slow. They normally would see you home instead of just
Yeah.
hanging around the clock. So we don't know what happened, but according to reports, they got into it, and then the guy, 22-year-old, got mad at him, shot and killed him multiple times. He didn't do it one time. He said multiple times. So, like you said, it could have been some jealousy, animosity there. And think
Hmm.
about it, this young man at night, come on, 19 years old.
19.
So you think about it, he getting all the accolades, he getting all the praises. So like you said, it could have been some jealousy and
Hmm.
animosity there.
Yep. Oh my
Jealousy is true to the
goodness.
grave.
Yes. It- it's the fact that you got mad because you was getting sent home early. But let me tell you something. I used to pray for days for them to send me home early. I don't care nothing about it. Send me, you better say who? Who? Anybody want to leave? I do. I want to go. I go early. I don't care nothing about coming over. I'm ready to go back home as soon as I get there. And you had words over you going home early. But I don't care what Bill do. I'm gonna go home. I don't. Hey, if you don't want me here, I'm not gonna argue with you. That
Yeah,
is ridiculous. But that, like I said, that's the times we in. And I've been saying lately a lot, like that jealousy, that envy spirit is so strong amongst our younger generation that it's ridiculous. 25 and under, that spirit, that envy, that jealousy, it is so strong amongst them. You see it every day, especially on social media. You see it all the time, where it's just like when they be going on these friend trips and stuff like that, it's always something that happened. They go on these little friend trips, somebody end up getting killed or come up missing, or anything. They get into a fight, and like the girl when they got into a fight and they done basically beat the girl
Oh
to
yeah, I
death.
remember that.
You know, beat the girl to death. And for what? For what? Y'all knew y'all had a problem with her before y'all even went. So why did you even go?
And the thing about it, Jay, one they had it recorded on video, and the girl jumped. The girl she didn't have no clothes on,
No.
and the way the girl was just beating on her, but that was crazy. It sounded like something off a movie.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then that
yes,
girl
it
had a lot of things going on. Like
does.
I think she was doing a lot of modeling, so she was doing a lot of stuff. And how they set her up like that,
Envy.
and then lied
Jealousy.
to her parents that she got food poison. You remember that was I wouldn't say that was another similar situation, but I think it's another incident happened in Alabama late last year. It's something similar to that
Mm,
where the girl they set the girl the girl I think the girl was sleeping around whatever she did, so the guys and I think some other people they end up killing the girl.
mm-hmm.
We had to talk about that. It was on the report in Alabama. It happened in Alabama.
That's that jealousy and that envy. And it's like they so my friends, my friends, my friends. I remember I remember mom used to always tell me, everybody ain't your friend.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
is
true.
not your friend. And you see it. You see it. The little slick stuff is gonna come out, whether they're your friend or not. You're gonna see it. You're gonna notice the little slick comments. You're gonna notice, you're gonna notice all of that stuff. But it's you let too much stuff bypass, they're gonna keep on doing it. Then it's gonna escalate because they envy and they jealous of you, and all that stuff builds up, builds up, builds up, and you become too successful, baby. Oh, they gonna set you up. They don't like
True.
that. You too successful now. So I'm just
That's
like you. So surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who are genuine people. You know you're genuine people. People can only fake for so long, and you
oh
see
yeah.
the real them. So stop overlooking things when if they always got something to say about you, like, oh, well, why you wearing this or why you wearing that? Cut them off. That ain't for you, baby. Cut them off. Cut them
And
off.
think about it. You already know that Jay want a snake always gonna be a snake. A
Snake gonna
lion
be
always
always
gonna be a
listening.
lion. A dog always
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a dog. A cat always gonna be a cat. An alligator always gonna be an alligator. It ain't gonna change. A zebra don't change its stripes.
There you go.
So
That's
it's
right.
always gonna be the same. But you're right about that. And I believe their report too. As you were talking, that young man was only working at. They said the police said Leon was a relatively new hire at Wingstop with less than 1 month on the job.
You weren't even there long enough not to like him. You
Yeah.
you weren't even there long enough to build any type of jealousy or envy or anything. You weren't even there long enough to get mad at him about sending you home. Or you was not there long enough because they do it all the time at any job though. Those who were there, long enough, like, hey, I know this person gonna work. I know this person gonna work. You knew. You finna go. You can go because you knew. Or I may say, hey, I know this person got a child at home. Hey, you want to go ahead and go home? They don't. Okay, I'm sending a new person home. I'm gonna make sure
Mhm.
my old people, my old heads, they gonna get their hours. They gonna get their money. But my new people, you just not coming in the door. You got to put some work in to establish yourself here, sweetheart. You can't just come through the door and you're gonna work more hours than my person who been here for like year or 2 years. You're not gonna get more hours than them. They're gonna get them hours. If they want them, they're gonna get them. You're gonna get sent home. Baby, you weren't even there. Oh, Jesus Lord. You weren't even there 3 months.
Yeah, he was a new hire. And then think about it. Then when I seen comment, well, actually I seen this. I just put it up on the news website here in Dallas. But
Mhm.
when I seen comments on Instagram, you know what people were saying?
What?
Well, what did the manager say to him?
And
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You got some jacked up supervisor. I know that. I see it all the time. You witness that too. They flip at the mouth. They talk crazy to you. Someone know how to talk to people. I'm not condoning that, but it's how people say, "Well, what did he say to him?" Because these supervisors they be talking crazy, which they do. I'm not condoning that,
they do.
but you deal with some crazy supervisor, but even go get a gun. Why? For what? They ain't worth.
Exactly. I'm just gonna catch you in the parking lot. Know what you said? What you say when we was on the clock? So we can tussle now. But see, we done got away from that though. These times they have truly, truly gotten away from that. And it was quickly when they got away from it. We, back in the day, you used to fight. Hey, fight it out. We're gonna be best friends tomorrow. Now you start the fight and you done got shot. You get shot and killed. They're not gonna fight you. They're not. Most of them don't know how to fight, so they're not gonna fight you. Then if they lose a fight, they're definitely finna kill you because you're not finna have that one up over them, and people know that you got that one up over them. That's not gonna happen. So it's, oh my god, and it's the fact I understand. Yes, words can cut, as they say, words can cut you. But
True.
to take your life and theirs is not worth it because his life gone. You done took somebody else's life and yours is gone. Now you finna go to prison. Now you definitely got no job. Or you finna go work up in there for way, way, way less than what you was working for. You finna work up in there for some change. So you just took both of y'all lives because you couldn't take some words. Not true enough, like you said, some supervisor who make you want to just tussle. Make you want to tussle. But as far as taking somebody's life and ruining yours, well, he what you said, 22?
Yeah, 22. The
Man,
22-year-old shot.
you just became legal to drink. You 1 year in. You ain't even touched life yet. You can't even rent a car because he ain't 25. Well, you
Yeah,
just threw your life away and you just took this person's life for what?
yeah.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
I mean, yeah. And then, like I said, the 19-year-old was just doing a job. But like you mentioned too, J1, jealousy could have played a role in it. And think
Mhm.
about it. When you read the report, they said the boy shot that boy multiple times. So he already had that in his heart. He
Yep.
already had that hatred towards him for a
Yep.
while.
And hold on. Was they outside? Where you get the gun from? What?
He probably already had it in his car.
Yeah, your intentions you already had on your mind. Oh, I'm gonna get him. He say something else to me. And which most time they do. Oh, he say one more thing. He say one more thing. They do one more thing. They send me home one more time.
What they said
Just
with the
keep
word,
them right
what the
over
word they
the
said now, I'm gonna crash. What they say now, I'm gonna crash out.
Correct.
I hear that, man. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out on you. Well, crash out, damn.
Exactly. Do it.
Yeah.
But
What like I'm gonna crack out. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crack. I'm gonna crash out. That's
it's
crazy.
just it's just
Who,
those times that we're in now. They don't. People really don't value life. They don't value other people's life. They don't value their lives. Because if you value your own life, then you wouldn't make that mistake of taking someone else's life in order to put yourself in prison because you're going to prison. You're going to prison. So it's just you don't value your life or other people's life. They do not care. These kids do not care these days. They do not care. They do not care at all. You can't tell me they care. They do not care. The fact that you would take somebody else's life and ruin yours all for words.
right?
Words. And then when you
Right.
sit down and you think about what you did, then it's all of a sudden, I shouldn't have did it. But you did. Because like you said the other night, acting on emotions. They making decisions on emotions. Because you're mad at that time. Oh, I'm so mad, I just want to shoot him. Okay. Now what? You've accomplished that. Now what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Now I hope you strong when you get to prison. If not,
Hey, you gonna be somebody's
sure
being now.
will.
And of course, we heard them story from them guys
Mhm.
from Metro
Yes.
who went off to prison, and them guys gonna tell you the ones who are hard end up becoming somebody's girlfriend.
Yep. What they used to do back in the day, a pocket holder, baby.
Yep.
They had them walk around and hold their pockets. Let them know this
Putting
mine.
Kool- putting Kool-Aid putting Kool-Aid on their lips and stuff for lipstick. Hey, this stuff real out here. I mean, this stuff is real. Also, I pulled up another report too. This is back in 2017. It's my wrote an article. It's like, why you talking about 2017, sometimes 24? Well, we talked about earlier about the shooting that happened this past Monday. But
Hmm.
it's something we talked about on the show too. Men are killing thousands of women a year for saying no.
What?
Yes, it says men are killing thousands of women a year for saying no. The rejection part. Remember, think about it, J1.
Rejection.
When a guy approached a woman, she tell him no. She went from being a queen, you sexy, now you a B, you a hoe, and
Mm.
everything. I didn't want your anyway.
Mm-hmm. 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 Because they don't know how it feels to they're not used to being told no, and they don't know how to handle rejection. And it's sad because it's something that, a lot of men really they really cannot handle that, especially if you do it in front of somebody. Oh, don't let their homeboys be with them.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
you all types of bleep, 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 and bleep, 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 and bleep. And now they're gonna walk up on you and say it so you can hear. Don't ignore them, or they're gonna walk a little closer so you can hear them. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I heard you the first 17 times. I didn't care. Do not care. But they
Yeah.
don't like that. They do
Yeah.
not like. They don't like to be
Yeah.
embarrassed or rejected.
And the thing about it is, J1, it's no. You gotta realize you're not gonna get every woman, guys. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta realize that every woman's not gonna want to be with you in a romantic way. Just move on. That sound
Exactly.
like okay, you don't believe in yourself, you don't know your value. Okay, she told you no. Okay, move on. Somebody down the road will eventually say you yes. If she
Yeah.
not feeling you on a, I don't care, you could look like Will Smith. If she not feeling you on a romantic level, she just not gonna give you the time of day. They got to understand that they come from them not believing in themselves and
Mm-hmm.
just moving on.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys, they get so butthurt, it's crazy. But this is just an old report I put, but it is happening right now. It's at 3 weeks before the deadline mass shooting in American history, in which Stephen Pundit murdered 58 people from his Las Vegas hotel room. Another
Oh,
deadly mass shooting took place in the backyard in Plano, Texas on September 10th. A 32-year-old man went to his estranged wife's Sunday's cookout, reported the first social event she organized since filing for divorce. He shot her and 7 other adults to death before he was killed by the police. That tragedy was tied for a second deadly mass shooting of the year, with another killing spree on May 27 in Brookhaven, Mississippi, in which a 35-year-old man, also angry at his estranged wife, allegedly killed 5 of her relatives,
what?
as well as the chief's deputy and 2 children. He told the local media on camera that he was hoping police would kill him. Surprised the two incidents with 16 victims between them were not the most infamous domestic violence murders to make national news in the past 6 months. Several other intimate partners killing received more widespread attention, likely because of their unusual nature. In July, a man stabbed his wife to death aboard a cruise ship, reportedly later telling a witness she would not stop laughing at me.
I know you. Hold on. Hold on. He killed her because she wouldn't stop laughing at him.
Yeah.
What? Okay, like when you say laughing, you mean like
Yeah, she was laughing at him. Yeah, they was on a cruise. They was on a cruise ship, and he killed his wife because she would not stop laughing at him.
that man crazy. That's psychotic. If something wrong, something is definitely wrong. You killed your wife, the woman that you made vows to, for better or for worse, sickness and in health, till death. Never mind. You
Yeah,
killed your wife for laughing at you.
yeah,
So she ain't never laughed at you before. Never laughed at you before, but because she wouldn't stop laughing at you. Apparently they weren't laughing together because he ain't find whatever it was funny. But because she kept laughing at him, he killed his wife.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus. It's
This, this, I mean, the stuff that goes on in our world. I won't say our world, the stuff that goes on outside our world.
yeah,
Because the Bible said we're in the world, but we're not of the world.
that's right.
But their world, their evil kingdom, their evil domain, that's real pretty evil. So you killed your wife because she was laughing at you.
Yeah, because she wouldn't stop. Apparently he wanted her to stop. She wouldn't stop, and so he killed her. I'm just, sometimes I wonder, like, what, where did you pick that spirit up from? Where did you get it? When did you start being that way? When did that start becoming you? Because how bad off are you that you killed your wife for laughing? For
Yeah,
laughing,
yeah,
for enjoying the moment. Yes, you may have been on the butt end of the moment, but she was enjoying herself, laughing. If it was something that made you uncomfortable, by all means, get up and walk off. She'd be like, y'all gonna cruise ship anyway, you
true.
gonna see each other again. You gonna see each other again. But all she did was laugh, and you killed your wife in front of people. Can't say you didn't
Yeah.
do it. And oh my gosh.
So it says, Margaret Atwood about domestic violence. Men are afraid that women will laugh at them. Women are afraid that men will kill them. 3 months earlier, on April 10th, a 53-year-old man walked in San Bernardino, California, elementary school classroom and shot to death his wife, who was a special ed teacher there, and her 8-year-old student before turning the gun on himself. 6 days later, 37-year-old man named Steve Stevens, apparently distraught over difficulty with his estranged girlfriend, shot a random old man to death on the street of Cleveland, live streaming it on Facebook before killing him. Steven made the victim say his ex name.
What? Say what?
Yeah, yeah. This guy ran. This guy. He did with his difficulty with his estranged girlfriend. Shot a random older man to death on the streets of Cleveland, live streaming it on Facebook before killing him. Stevens made the victim say his ex name.
What he had to do with his ex?
And they say he random. So he random went into an older gentleman and made him say his ex, and he killed the man. Because he was having difficulties with her. Man, people, be careful who you get involved with.
Exactly. That be my thing. Hey, big baby, be careful who you did. And then you know what? People always say, well, I didn't know. Yes, you did. The signs were there. You chose to ignore them. And since you kept going on about the situation, because let me tell you something. One thing I've always said to myself, I've always said, any man that would disrespect his mother would disrespect anybody. So anytime I seen a man disrespect his mother, we done died of hate, sweetheart. You stop talking to me. You
Right.
disrespect her. Baby, you'll walk me like a dog then if you'll disrespect her. Oh no, you can stop talking to me. We're not doing that. We're not
Yeah.
doing it. Any man that would disrespect any female, if you're talking bad about your ex, like she just trash. Oh, she ain't that. She wasn't that when you was dating her. So you ain't gonna do that with me. That's another flag. These are flags. These are just flags. And it's like the little stuff that most women will probably like to talk about. Like, oh yeah, she want this. Oh yeah, she ended up. See you engaging in it. But guess what? You're gonna be a she ain't this in a few months, or she ain't that. So I'm just like the signs be there, which is the same thing with females. The signs are always there. It's we choose to ignore them. We ignore them. And then when
Yeah.
it escalates into something else, because it's always going to escalate. People always escalate. There's always an escalation. So once it escalates, then it's all of a sudden, well, I didn't think that. And that was your problem. You weren't thinking. You wasn't
But you know,
thinking.
what? I gotta give y'all credit to the ladies, because I don't want to say all ladies. Well, ladies as yourself have standards and morals and values. When I say that, you don't lower your standard to get any guy. You know what I'm saying? That's not you. But you got guys who don't have no standard, don't have no morals, don't have no values.
Mm-hmm.
Soon somebody crack a smile at them. Oh, I'm in love
Mm-hmm.
already.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens? She just could be being nice,
Yep.
especially in the place of employment. Okay, if you go to the mall, got fellas, you go to the mall, they always gonna have the nice looking pretty girls at the cologne
Yep.
dish, right?
Yep.
They are just being nice. But they are taking the wrong way. Like she likes me. Nah,
Hmm.
she just being nice.
She want to sell.
She want to sell. That's what she doing. Like,
Yeah.
guy, if you go to the strip club, she wants me. No, she's just working. That's all she doing
She
to
want your
get
money.
money. That's it. She
Throw it.
wants your money. But they'll tell you like, oh, she wants me. She just being nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they'll
Baby
go
boy.
head so hip. But then also a lot of guys too, they do a lot of disrespectful females. I won't say a woman because a woman and female is different. They deal with a
Mm-hmm.
lot of disrespectful females, the ones like to raise their voice, roll their eyes, get loud in public, put their
Mm-hmm.
finger in your face. A lot of guys deal with females like that. But long they feel like long she opened her legs before me, I'm
Yep.
good.
I'm good. I got her. She ain't going nowhere. Boy, she open her legs up for you and your homeboy. You just don't know what yet till she get mad at you.
Yeah, and then she dogging you out, cussing you out. You gotta have
Mm-hmm.
same thing for the ladies. Ladies, there are some jacked up guys out here. If he don't know how to lead, if he don't know how to take care, he don't know how to do all the other great stuff. You don't need a guy like that.
And don't.
Look, and then we see that too a lot of times, J1. We're seeing more single mothers now. And you got these content creators always talking about stay away from single mothers. Nah, these dudes are making single mothers.
Yes.
They want to go around spreading their seed loosely around this planet that we call Earth
Yes.
and don't want to take care of their responsibility. Think about it. I tell you, a child don't ask to come here. And I tell anybody, they don't go in the content of making a baby. They just came out of it, you know, that time of having sex. They don't,
Yep.
because some, I ain't gonna lie, some individuals, male or female, don't need to be parents because they can't even take care of themselves. If they
No, they
can't take care of
cannot.
themselves,
Mm-mm.
how you think they're gonna take care of? They can take care of a life.
Nope. No, they cannot.
And it's real out here. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna be right back after this commercial break.
You ask all my teammates, the one thing about Michael Jordan was he never asked me to do something that he didn't fucking do. When people see this, they're going to say, well, he wasn't really a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Oh, well, that's you, because you never won anything. I wanted to win, but I wanted them to win and be a part of that as well. Look, I don't have to do this. I'm only doing it because it is who I am. That's how I played the game. That was my mentality.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here. That was GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. That was our era of basketball compared to today's era of basketball. I mean, I'm old. I'm from the old school. I was born in the '80s, of course. Ray grew up in the '90s. Early
Mm-hmm.
2000s was good, but back then the competition back then, J1 was off the
Oh,
charts. Especially with the Cowboys back in the '90s. The
yeah.
Cowboys were winning back-to-back Super Bowls in the '90s. We don't have no times no more when it was all about getting out there, putting in the work. Now everybody feel like they have to get paid. I'm not. Back in the day, you got paid on performance.
Yep.
They pay you on potential. They paid you on performance because they seen you put in the work that you do from day in, day out, sun up to sundown. You was putting in the work, especially if you started playing high school, middle school, went up pee-wee football, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
you had some individuals, J1, who was about their business, who was about their work, who was
Yeah.
getting up early, running before, jogging, whatever they was doing, working out before school. Make sure they had a proper nutrition. But now that because they had goals, right? They had goal aspirations, especially if you came from a poverty stricken neighborhood. You look at that was your way out to financial freedom. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Because there were a lot of them
Yeah.
young men were doing, especially they came from single parent household or they had both parents in the house where they seen where okay, they in my matter of fact, I wouldn't even say they was like poor, but they seen how mom worked, how dad worked, and they just wanted to give back to their parents. Like, man, my
Mhm.
parents made sure I had a roof on my head. My parents sacrificed for me that I could have a greater life. So it's like, okay, I want to return the favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you got up in age, say, you know what, when I make all this money, I'm gonna give it back to my parents. I want them to experience this, experience that. And that's what a lot of these young men do. They always want to give back to their parents because they're like, hey, they sacrificed for me. So I want to give back to them. What you say about that, J1?
Yes, we're gonna rotate, we'll go back a little bit. When you talk about how, the performances basically are different because back then they was like busting they behinds off, to get those endorsements, to look good on the field and, get the money to come in. And it's like now that's why I told you before, like I'm a football girl, but when it comes down to the NFL, I'm a Cowboys fan. My dad old school, love the Cowboys, but I'm more of a college football. Well, used to be downright college football was me because those kids was working hard. They
Yep.
was working hard, busting their behinds because they wanted to get to the next level, right? That's the
Right.
NFL. Got to get to the next level. But it's like now, shoot, college football and it's kind of like the NFL now. It's the new NFL. I mean, it's just a job to them. It's no more, playing with their heart and you kind of see the game changing a little bit. And it's like everybody just want to go somewhere to get their shine in instead of just working hard where you at. Um, I remember when we used to be on a team like the track team, you want to run this race, you're gonna have to beat that person out. You gotta
Yeah.
beat them out. This ain't no, oh well I would nah. If you beat them out, you get their spot.
Yeah.
Now it's I show up and oh well you want to run this? Okay, well we're gonna give you a chance. Beat them out and you get that spot. It's no more. Let's work hard for it. It's dedication. Like you said, get up early in the morning and start, working out or, preparing yourself before practice. You practice
Hmm.
before practice. I remember one of my coaches used to always say, practice is the hardest part. It's the game that's easy. It's your race that's easy. That's the easy part. It's practice that's the hard part. But I mean, going back to like your family, that's how it was back in the day. Hey, most of those athletes came from a little bit of not much. So it's just like, hey, when I make it, I'm gonna make sure I take care of mom and dad because mom and dad got me to practice from when we was in middle school. They made sure that I was at practice. They got me the equipment when we was in high school. They made sure they did this for me. They did that when I was in college. They made sure they came to all the games that they could come to. They made sure I had my equipment. So those kids that became adults, they look back and say, hey, I'm gonna bless my family because my family blessed me. They took care of me to get me where I am. Because if it wasn't for them, if they didn't put their faith or their belief into me that hey, I can make it, I can do it, I wouldn't be here. Because honestly, a lot of those kids, if they didn't, a lot of those adults, my bad, if they didn't have that support as kids, they wouldn't be who they are. If they didn't have that dad or that mom to say, hey, we finna go to practice or let's go outside, let's go do this, let's go do that, they wouldn't be where they are. They won't be where they are. They'd be in the street somewhere, they could because they won't be able to focus. If you don't guide a child, they're gonna veer off. So you have to keep guiding them. I mean, and find what they're good at, find what they like, find what they love. And once you do that, they're gonna take off with it. And they always gonna return back. Hey, like I love those who give back to their community. Shout out to those players because it's so many of them. But those that give back to their community, put back into the community where they came from. They put back into their family. I mean, it's only right because without that community behind you, without your family behind you, you don't have that support. It's really, really hard to make it somewhere without that support, that backbone of, hey, you got this, you can do it. If you fall back, we're gonna push you back up.
That's true. And that's why I respect about LeBron. James. I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm not by all means, but I mean, I respect what he do off the field. I mean, off the court. When it comes to his family, when it
Yeah.
comes to his wife, you never see him messing around with other women. He with his wife, you see that. We see the times they have together.
Yes.
You never see his wife trying to hog everything. She's behind the scenes, taking care of home, being by his side. But most important, you never see LeBron cheat on his wife. And we need to see more of that. We need to see more, especially men in
Yes.
our community, of course, the black and brown community, who are still with their family, who are
Yes.
not, well, I'm going to mess around with this different woman, that, this, and that. And I got respect with LeBron James for that. What do you say about that, J1?
I definitely have big, big respect for him on that because I get so tired of seeing our community, when most of the time when they make it big, what you say, they make it big, they get someone else from a different community when they make it big.
Mm-hmm.
But when they wasn't big, they was with their community, right? And it's
Right.
just like they get the hot head, and then it's, of course, females gonna throw themselves at you. Of course they are. You got money. They trying to get their next come up. One of them's trying to get pregnant, and you may just be a unsmart one that does it. So I mean, I have much, much respect for him. I mean, he truly, in which we don't know what happened in the past or what may happen behind closed doors or whatever. But in a public's eye, he is a great example of, hey, you stick with yours. That's your wife. Stick with your wife. You married her, right?
Yeah.
You stick with your wife. If you wanted to sleep with Susie, Ann, and Marie over here, then you shouldn't have married her. So it's like
And you
I
got
have
to
much
think about
respect
it.
for him, especially having a lot
And
of.
they've been together. And they've been together since they was in high school.
Yes, I love it. Ah, such a cute little story.
Yeah, they've been together
I
since
love
high
it.
school. She was with him before he became who he is today. So
Yes,
she was there with him in the beginning. She was there when he was going to practice. Because at that time, LeBron really didn't have no money for real. LeBron was poor. And I think his mom was staying with somebody. But look how she stuck it out with him. She was always there
yes,
with him. Because some people, I don't see anything, but she stuck by his side. And
yes,
he didn't switch up on her.
yes. I love it.
You see some guys, J1, who do that. As soon as they make it big, what they do, they drop that one.
Yep,
And then they end up getting someone who ain't studying them for real.
yep,
They want to with you because you got money.
yep. Because they know they see the potential of how much money you can make, and they'll stay with you for 10 years. After the prenup up,
Oh, yeah.
then we're gonna need a divorce,
And then you got to pay alimony. And
alimony, and I make
then,
sure I have 2 or 3 kids. Because yes, I'm getting money.
oh, yeah, because I think child support for them, it's like up at the thousands a month.
That's a whole house. You can buy a car with one.
Yeah, but
My whole house.
yeah, but you guys gotta be, once again, going to the guys gotta be careful out here. And I'm tell you something, some of these females know some of these athletes are very gullible,
Yep,
very simple-minded,
yep,
and they can spot them a mile away
yep,
and set them up.
yep. Because they know
Pregnant.
you want a trophy, right? I'm gonna be your trophy wife. Have
Yeah,
my 2 or 3 kids, and then I'm gonna divorce you in 10 years, and I'm paid for the rest of my life. I ain't gotta do nothing for what? Because now I'm used to his lifestyle. So guess what?
that's
That
it.
lifestyle gotta keep going.
That's it.
Mm.
That's it. So, guys, man, y'all be careful out here. It's real out here. Protect yourself. But before going further, we're gonna take a music break, and after that, we're gonna be right back with the episode.
Yeah.
Monday through Saturday, I open my Bible. Bible showed me how to walk in the Spirit of God. Hell with decision. Shit that leads me straight to the prison. Fruit of the Spirit, I am with water. Plant won't grow with diamond water. Sunday sprinkles just not on the water. Words of Christ is water my soul. It fills my bowl, it overflow. To these souls that dries and cold. So lost without you, don't know where to go. Here I am, available, so renewing my mind. Take out the time, study alone. Put down the phone. No distraction, no drama, no problem. All these things are giving the phone. I'm walking the spirit. Just the flesh is not my thing. Obey what I say to do. Not just some Sunday man. I walk in the spirit. I talk in the spirit. I live in the spirit. I move in the spirit. Yeah, I'm walking the spirit. Just the flesh is not my thing. Obey what I say to do. Not just some Sunday man. I walk in the spirit. I talk in the spirit. I live in the spirit. I move in the spirit. Yeah, early mornings before you hit the ground. Taking your face, you show me around. Show me the place in the spiritual world. Placing more precious than diamonds and pearl. Value one more than the silver and gold. I follow your spirit wherever you go. I can't go a day without seeking you. Directions, all that's that come from you. You order my steps, green light my way. I know it's okay to do it that way. Peace about it, I know it's okay to do it your way. Yes, I always say. Fruit of the spirit will grow on my tree. Can't walk in flesh and curse my tree. Love and goodness, meek and tender kindness that will come from me. I'm walking the spirit. Just the flesh is not my thing. Obey what I say to do. Not just some Sunday man. I walk in the spirit. I talk in the spirit. I live in the spirit. I move in the spirit. I'm walking the spirit. Just the flesh is not my thing. Obey what I say to do. Not just some Sunday man. I walk in the spirit. I talk in the spirit. I live in the spirit. I move in the spirit. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the Walking This Way Impact What's podcast. And of course, I am firm along with the one and only Chastity, of course, and we're with y'all on this Wednesday night. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Of course, this is the hump day. We're about to get ready to go into the weekend. So, everybody, man, y'all having a great weekend. Have a great week, of course. And but most important, we know Bad Boys is starting this weekend. So, looking forward to seeing Bad Boys 4. I think it's going to be a good movie. It looks good from the previews, stuff like that. So I'm expecting great things from this movie. Because remember the third one. The third one had some twists and turns to it, especially when Mike Lyer found out he had a son in the third one and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to part 4. I think it's gonna be real good. What you think? What you think about that, Jay? What you think? What's your honest opinion on Bad Boys 4 that's coming out?
So, 1 was, hey, this the beginning. 2 was the best one to me so far. 3, I feel like 3 was the setup for 4. I am sad that the captain died. I did a little tear. I was like, hold on, now that's my cap. I like the cap. Cap was cool. I was used to Cap cussing them out, fussing at them when they do something stupid. So I'm just like, okay, they done killed Cap off because of course they couldn't kill Mike Lowry. So I'm just like, okay. But 4, I think this is gonna be it. I know I'm probably gonna cry because I'm really hoping that this is not gonna be the last one, but I feel like it is gonna be the last one. I don't want it to be because let's just be honest. Who are a better duo than Martin Lawrence and Will Smith? I mean, I like the Rush Hour. Hey, those are my 2 people, but Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are perfect together. They are perfect. I love it. But I'm so excited to go see it.
But did you know originally that when Bad Boys first came out, Will was the first choice to play Mike Lowry?
What? Shut up. Who was?
Eddie Murphy.
So glad they didn't go that route. That wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, because Martin, when Martin was presented the opportunity to do Bad Boys, he wanted to do it with Eddie Murphy. But I think something that Eddie Murphy went his elbow, so that's when Will name came up, and he said a story. They met Will and Martin. They met up for dinner. They had a discussion, and that's how it all came together. But originally, Eddie Murphy was supposed to been playing in the original Bad Boys alongside Martin.
I'm so glad it wasn't.
I mean, but like I said, Will pulled off Mike Lowry. You know what I'm saying? He really did.
Yes.
That's saying he should do that in real life with his wife, Jada. He should let her know I am Mike Lowry. But you know what? But, with that situation, I mean,
be crazy.
But she not divorcing him though.
He's that smart. I wouldn't either. Smart
Yeah,
is just
they've been separated since 2016, and it's 2024.
that's
But she
correct.
but she
She,
said she's not getting divorced. That I mean, think of how much money he making movies. She not finna leave
she
that.
not finna go nowhere. She not
Mm,
that no, she ain't finna go nowhere. She's a
no,
narcissist, is what she is. She is quite a narcissist, and I don't like her for him. Um,
he was saying
but
they were meant to be together. You remember he said the red table. They were meant to be together. You say your
mm.
head no.
Like when I say meant to be together, yeah, I mean like for the moment, but not for a lifetime.
Well, if you look at this, you ever watch the red table talk?
No.
Okay, Will was on the episode. Okay, that's when Will always say it's this bell or something always go off, and he knew that if a bell go off within him, he knew that person would connect. Like when he first met Jazzy Jeff, he just knew right then they would go connect. Same thing with Alfonso played cards. He knew they were gonna connect. But he said when he first seen Jada on Different World, it was just something by her. I
But a
think
bill
what
ain't
it
going.
was. Think about it, because Jada she's a hood girl. Let's say that Jada's a hood girl. He was
Hmm.
fascinated because that's how her personality was.
Hmm.
So he said what happened. Carlton, of course, Alfonso knew her. So Will wanted to go meet Jada, but he ended up meeting his first wife. But he still deep down inside had a thing for Jada. But Jada said they never messed around while he was married. And Will said he never wanted a divorce. But he said his first wife told him, how you gonna make somebody stay with you who's not in love with you?
Mm. Wow.
So after that, that's when he ended up going after Jada.
Mm.
Because
So
he said
just
he called Jada, he said he called Jada up and he asked Jada was she seeing anybody. And she said no. He said, you seeing me.
that's so cute.
That's cute. It's like
I would have hollered on the phone. I'm saying who?
yeah, he said, yeah, he told her, he said, and she said all she said was okay, and that was it.
Okay, that's how y'all started. You should knew it was
Yeah.
a problem there. Knew it was gonna be a problem there. Oh
But
my.
then but she said she didn't want to get married. Her mom made her get married. She didn't want to get married. Because she was pregnant later on she found her and Will was having a child on the way. She didn't really want to get married, but her mom, she was in like her mom made her push her to get married, and but with Will's situation, come on, she was still hung up on Tupac. We know that.
Yeah, we
Her
know.
Tupac, that's who she loved and everything else. But Will
Mm.
admitted that he was trying to win Jada over. He was like,
Mm.
he was like saying to himself, hey, I'm Will Smith, I'm the Fresh Prince, you know what I'm saying? But he was still trying to win Jada over. And he was doing stuff that Jada, like, hey, you ain't got to do all that. Like, she had to be playing big birthday party for her, and she didn't want all that. But he was doing all that extra stuff just to get her over. Guys do that. Some
Yes,
guys do
they
that.
do. And don't listen because if you know she's not that type of person, she doesn't like the big extravagant stuff, the extraness or whatever. Why are you doing it? She doesn't like it, baby. Why are you doing it? Because I promise you, she's not going to appreciate it. She's not going to appreciate it the way that you want her to. Your expectations is going to be, her being like, "Oh my gosh, I love this," and yada yada. You pipe it down because she's not gonna be like that. She's gonna be like, okay, why did you do that? I don't I didn't ask for this. Like, oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm happy you did it because it's something that you wanted to do, but it's not what I want. And it's just like a lot of men do it a lot. Where it's just you're not listening to her, you're not noticing her. If she doesn't like flowers, why are you buying them?
Yeah, it makes
If
sense.
if she doesn't eat certain chocolates, like the Valentine's candy, which is the worst candy ever, if she doesn't eat those regular hearts candy, men stop buying it as they nasty. If she doesn't eat those, why you keep buying them? Like if you're really into this person, if you're really trying to pursue this woman, Get to know the woman and stop trying to change her for what you want her to have or want her to be like. See, and that's a lot of times what we do as people, period. We try to do things or set things up as far as what we like and how we want them to be. No, that's just like buying somebody a gift. It ain't your gift. So why are you saying, oh, well, I don't like this? It ain't for you. It's not for you.
Right.
That person may like it. Stop trying to buy that. It's not for you. It's for them. It's not
Right.
for you. It's theirs. So
Right.
it's we get so caught up in that though. We have to stop doing that. Hey, it's not about you. What did they say? They should say she don't like that chocolate. So watch you back. Go put it back.
Well, because it's the insecurities. They feel like no, just be yourself. We're gonna talk further about that, but we're gonna
Yes.
read about financial wisdom
Yeah.
with Shiloh. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. Okay, we're back. Of course, it's financial wisdom with Shiloh. This is done every 2 weeks. And I know she has some great information for those who are all about getting their money right and everything else also. So, Shiloh, welcome. I know you're doing a lot of great extraordinary things. Of course, you continue basis. I see you doing with the skating in the morning, the words of encouragement, the different aspect of everything. But most importantly, thank you for taking time out your productive schedule to hang out with me and Chastity here. And we know it is financial wisdom, so go ahead and the floor is yours.
Awesome, awesome. Hello, Furman. Hello, Chastity. What's going on? Walk in his ways. Audience, so glad to see everyone today. Hope you're doing very, very well. And I've had a really interesting week so far, but God is so good and He's in control. So that's what we are rest assured in, right? And so, I was listening to your show earlier in the hour, and I popped on and I popped back off. I popped back on, I popped back off because y'all were talking about some heavy stuff, right? And in this time, I'm sitting here asking God, what do you want me to go forth in on the podcast today? And so I came in a little bit on the story about the 19-year-old that was working 2 jobs to take care of his family, and he was killed for some reason that sounded like to be pretty minor and egregious, right? Leaving,
Mhm.
of course, his family even in worse position that they were in, right? And every time that y'all were talking about it, I was listening a little bit. I got off because I got to protect my mind and my spirit, right? Because this stuff that these people are doing out here in these streets is a lot, right? It's a lot, okay? So we have to be careful what we do, what take in, right? Because subconsciously, it actually does mess with us when we don't even think it is, right? And it desensitizes us a little. So I had to just come off of it a little bit and get the message or the lesson from the time I was on. And you know what message came to me is protection. There's a lot of protection that wasn't there in this scenario. Okay. Number one, the parents, they were not prepared for a medical emergency like that.
Mm-mm.
They were not prepared for the dad or whomever to be laid off like that. They were not prepared for their young child to have to go do what he has to do, not go off to college, not go off, but be the breadwinner now, right? And I could bet you every dollar in my pocket, they weren't prepared for a senseless murder as such, right? Now leaving their family in what even more financial burden, right? Having even more stress upon them like never before. And so I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of things that if we were had in place, then this family could have been a lot better off, right? So let's
Right.
talk about it. Because, I've been talking about building financial houses. That's what I do. I'm excited about it because most people don't have their financial houses in order. Okay. They don't even know that's a thing. They just know I want to go buy me a house. I don't know nothing about no financial house. All I know is I got a couple of dollars, and I think that should be enough to do what I need to do, right? Well, what if you actually had a structure to your financial strategy, your financial house? And we talked about it, I believe, 2 weeks ago, but I talk about it almost daily because this is something we need to ingrain in our brains, right? It's important that our foundation in our final house is what? That is our life insurance. See, we can't get around it. I know people don't like to talk about life insurance, but that's because you view it in a negative connotation, right? That's because life insurance agents came through our communities when we were the most vulnerable years ago and sold us a bunch of garbage that we can't even use, right? That's why your grandmas and your grandpas made sure they paid their life insurance policy, sometimes 3, 4, and 5, right? And still, when it was time to bury them, where the money at?
Mm-hmm.
Never enough in the very beginning when they signed on the dotted line. So that has caused a lot of distastefulness for even the work life insurance, right? And then people want to think that, oh, well, if I talk about life insurance, mean I'm going to die. Well, you're going to die. We just don't know when, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
this false sense of security that we're going to be here forever. We're somehow going to beat it. We're going to beat life, right? When
Right.
that's absolutely not the case. So, with that being said, that's why your foundation of your financial house must be your life insurance. Because, guys, guess what? Life insurance is not just to what? Put you in the ground, Chastity. Life insurance is tell your sweet husband, sweetheart, if I don't come through the house, through the door, here's enough money to take care of the children, to make sure it seems like my money has never stopped, to pay off the house so y'all can stay here, to take care of the kids' education. This is enough money so y'all can live better even without me. It is your way of protecting your family. Back to that protection thing, right?
Right.
It's your way of protecting your family because it's like this. You and your husband, I'm just going to use you as an example, and that's okay, right?
Yes, that's fine.
So you and your husband, your income takes care of your house. Right or wrong?
Right.
One of your income goes away, that makes it pretty tough and difficult for the other person to sustain the lifestyle. Both your incomes actually, you need it to sustain your lifestyle.
Right.
And life insurance, guys, it's your last love letter when you can't say goodbye. So that is why too. And when you get life insurance, when you're the youngest and when you're the healthiest. See, if that young man at 19, if his parents had life insurance on him, guess what? He would have already been covered. That would have been money coming back into their house.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh, well, they're just kids. They're going to be around forever. Are they? Because he was 19 when he died.
Yeah.
Right? So you see
Right.
how we have to make sure everybody in our house is protected, kids and all. We can't even send kids to school without them, people being predators on them. Number one, I don't want to talk about that because that gets me really hot.
Yes.
But also, too, because, we didn't grow up in the day that people would come in that building and shoot it up.
Yeah.
These kids live with that fear every day, subconsciously, and we might not even talk about it, but they do live with that.
Yes.
Right? And so we have to make sure all bases are covered. Everybody in the house, because if you have a life, you can lose your life.
That's
And
right.
That's true.
You or whoever else got this kind of money, right? You got problems. We got problems paying milk and eggs. Sure they ain't got no $20,000 for no funeral out the blue.
Right.
Come on, somebody, right? But these are protection. That's why your life. That's why also, too, gang. I really want to stress to you: make sure that you get a large enough term life insurance. So guess what? It can cover the term that you need to cover. It's a lot for the things you need it. What is $25 going to do? 25,000. Y'all, they're going to bury you and they're going to eat a piece of chicken and still be in financial ruin because your income is still not even covered or protected.
Yep.
But what if you could protect your family with 200,000, 300,000 for the years even that you are raising your children? So if anything ever happens to you, guess what? Your family is what? Protected. Your foundation is protected. Your house does not crumble. That makes sense?
Makes sense. Make a lot of sense.
Good. You got something, Furman?
No, I'm just saying make a lot of sense.
Okay. So now that we have our foundation in place, okay, because we've been talking about that, your protection, that's your protection. Now let's talk about, well, again, the 19-year-old comes to mind. Let's talk about the mama and the daddy. First thing mama and daddy should have did was had the whole family protected with life insurance, right?
Right.
Because they don't know that their 19-year-old going to be murdered. So they need to make sure years ago we all was protected. That's the one bill that we pay. We pay our life protection. We pay our income protection. We pay because surely as we sit here, surely we gonna die. So we got to make sure that's the first bill we pay. Many times people, it's the last one. They don't even think about it. Oh my God, that's the first thing that goes. Why is that the first thing that goes? It's the main thing that you need.
Exactly.
Come on, somebody. Right?
Right.
So foundation. So the next thing that I heard that this family should have done, they should have had some emergency fund.
Yes.
They should have a while ago, and I'm just saying so we can all put our own selves in the situation, right?
Right. Makes sense.
An example. So dad, before I think he fell ill, right? Dad fell ill.
Fell ill.
So dad fallen ill, he didn't know he was going to do that, right, Chastity?
Right.
But what if dad had a habit of paying himself into an emergency fund, and guess what? I catch ill one day and can't protect my family. But because I've been investing my money properly, growing my money properly every single month, every time I get paid, without it being in a thought, I caught ill. But you know what? I got a nest egg that I've been storing up for us in case something like this happened. Protection.
That's it.
Yes.
Right, mama. Right, y'all. Right, mama. Let's go to her. She not off the hook because she couldn't work because she had to take care of daddy. Well, what if mama was doing the same thing? Come on, somebody. Y'all gonna learn something from me.
Yes.
Okay. But what if mama was doing the same thing? Every time she got paid, she's squirreling away a check in case something happens, like my husband fall ill and I can't work. Y'all see how you have to have different buckets, different places that you're putting your money.
Yes.
Right. That's true.
Okay. Even the son, right? What if they were putting money away for him, $25 a month since he was born? And now when he's 19, 18, 19, he has almost $15,000, $20,000. Well, now his son will be like, Mom, Dad, I know it's rough. Let me pull some of my money, that y'all have, and I can help y'all in that way. Y'all see how it could have just went differently?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
If we had a plan and protect, because I promise you something, this Chastity, over those years, that money that they did not pay for their life insurance policy because it was too expensive or wasn't important, or nobody told them, whatever the excuse. Let's call it what it is. Whatever the excuse is, yes?
Yes.
Or whatever reason they wasn't squirreling away money, right? Dad,
right.
For reason mama wasn't squirreling away money, right? And for whatever reason, they wouldn't put money away for their son future, because that money's all spent up and in the toilet by now.
Yep.
But what if we changed our mind in our relationship and what we do with money? See, money is a tool to protect us and our lifestyle. Come on, somebody. We have to use the money that we use to protect our lifestyle. That's why you get a life insurance policy, to protect your family's lifestyle. That's why you put your money in other investments, to protect your lifestyle. What if your car goes kaput? Well, you got money that you can go get that you've been growing in case your car went kaput.
Yeah.
But if we are not planning forward, if we're not thinking forwardly, then we just think about today.
Yep.
Right.
That's right.
That's true.
So the one thing, so that's that, and that's that. So the one thing though, I did want to talk about, May. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about budget as well, and then we'll talk about what I want to spend a little more time on today.
Okay.
Your budget. If we make money, you go to work every day to a job you probably can't stand half the time. Most people don't like their jobs.
No,
Why
they
don't
don't.
they like their jobs? Because they're controlled by their jobs. They're told what to do by their jobs. Their income is limited at their jobs.
Yeah.
And many times to get to even get your worth, guess what you got to do? You got to go through a lot of hoops to get there. Now, don't you?
Yes, you do.
And someone still might can overstep you, right?
Right.
Who says that you can? Y'all, we drank the wrong Kool-Aid. Are y'all drinking the Kool-Aid? Throw it out. Who said that we only could get paid twice a month? Or 4 times a week? Or once? I had a friend. I said, hey, you want to come get this life insurance license and, get some more money or whatever? And she's like, oh, I can't because I only get paid once a month now. I almost fell out my chair. And you're okay with that?
Exactly.
You settled your mind that I am okay with getting paid for my worth, my value once a month. Either way, however you get paid. The point is you have money. Okay.
Yes.
The question is, what are you actually doing with your money? Let me break it down, Chastity. So we talked about it a little bit the other day, right? Because like I said, if you're not putting money for your life insurance, your protection, if you're not doing your foundation, if you're not putting money towards your emergency funds, if you're not putting money towards your children's future and other goals and dreams, then what are you putting your money toward?
Nothing.
Oh, wow. Right?
Right.
Nothing that you can turn around and be like proud of. You know what? I saved. I made sure I stuck to my guns. I did not go. I had some discipline. Come on, discipline.
Yes.
I had some discipline to get to where I want to go. See,
That's
guys, thing is, all of these things. So all these things build your house. Your budget builds your house. How you actually work your budget, right?
Right.
And then your emergency fund is so important. If you don't have an emergency fund outside of your bank, you're doing it all wrong.
Right.
You need to have money. That's why it's called an emergency. Saving and checking at your bank is not a saving. It's not an emergency.
No, it's not.
Because everything's an emergency.
Yes.
I want to go out to eat tomorrow. That's an emergency. I'm going to get this money. That's not in a... Girl, it's drinks. Happy hour is not an emergency.
No.
Maybe it's just me. But I'm just saying, you have to be careful. But if you had emergency money in a fund that you can't get to right this second, now you get to do what? Check yourself. Is this really an emergency?
Right.
Exactly.
You can go get it. It takes a couple of days to, redeem it, whatever you get it. That's in your bank account. Just like, but do I need it?
Exactly.
Can I go without it? Can I move some things around? Because I need that for when my husband can't work. I need that for when these people really me off one last time and I ain't going back.
Yes.
I don't know my story.
Yes.
I left 10 years ago and I'd be damned if I go back.
I felt that.
I was like, if I'm gonna be just over broke working this hard for y'all, listen.
Exactly.
I know God got a better plan for me. Babe, we gonna just walk out here on this water and see what happens. Okay, so that's my story. That's what I did. I was like, hey,
Amen.
I am done with it. Okay, I ain't raising my kids. Can't do this. Can't do that. And then y'all still want to play with me with my money? Right? And I still, because you know what? When you're a W-2, You don't get to write none of that stuff off.
Nope.
Think about it. I'm 1099. I can this electricity, my phone bill, my restaurants, my whatever. Write it all off to get it back.
All right.
But people work jobs don't have that.
No.
You still so all the money that you're making is doing what? Just going right out.
Yep.
Come on, somebody. Are we listening? It goes right out. So now,
Yeah.
so again, so you see how this protection we're talking about. So the next thing I want to talk about, and we're going to spend a little time here, is your legal protection. Because again, I'm talking about the 19-year-old boy, right?
Right.
Y'all were talking about. Because when do you need a lawyer? When you need a lawyer, right?
Right.
Did they know that they was going to need a lawyer for the person who killed their
No.
Yeah.
No.
what if they already had legal representation? They already had a team of lawyers already on deck in case anything like that happens.
Yeah.
Well, this is why we have legal protection, right?
Right.
Legal protection, guys. Listen, this is something I don't know if they know, but actually, Furman and I are affiliated with Legal Shield.
Okay. Is she problem?
Yeah, she did, Joe.
I was like, hey, she can't keep that pose long.
Yeah, Shiloh did froze.
Okay. I was just like, I thought she keeping that pose long.
Yeah, but we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna be right back with our Q&A conversation.
All right.
The songs that help me get motivated in my workout is definitely a lot of Megan Thee Stallion songs. Of course, I work out to Freak Nasty. The beat is just too fire. I'm really talking that talk, and it allows me to get on the Stairmaster and really walk that walk. So I really highly suggest if Freak Nasty is not on your gym playlist, you go add it right now. The hotties that know me wouldn't be surprised that, like, ain't it fun? My Paramore is on my workout playlist. Because I just feel like I need to get in here and have the time of my life. I'm like jumping around the gym, and I'm pretty sure people are like, whatever pre-workout she have, I want it.
Talk to me. You gotta trust, Mike. Trust yourself. Trust the universe. What? Marcus, I got this, Mike. What you don't know? Be gone, Gator. I rebuke you. See, Mike, that's how you command the universe. That mother racist, Mike. That mother racist. Bad boys.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back on the Walking the Way Impact Boys podcast. You know, Bad Boys be starting this weekend, so we'll be in. Well, like I said, I'll go see it next Tuesday when I'm off, and that's gonna be a treat for me to go sit down, watch a movie within peace. So anyway, I look forward to seeing it. But we're back here on Shiloh with Financial Wisdom with Shiloh. Big shout out to her out of Houston, Texas. Talking about some great stuff, of course. Just being prepared, being focused, just taking everything seriously now as we buckle down. So after that, go ahead and fizzle up Shiloh. I know you're dropping some great information.
Yeah. Thanks again, Furman. You too, Chastity. It's nice to have a conversation. So I don't know. My internet went, I don't know. But anyways, so we're talking about protection though, right? Where y'all are with me because we're still talking about protection. But now we're talking about our legal rights. So why do you need a legal right? Let's talk about protection. Well, let's talk about your will.
Yes.
Why do you need a will? What's a will? A will, let me go ahead and read it for you, right? A will is a legal document that describes how you will like your property and other assets to be distributed after your death. Protection.
Yes.
We work all day long to build up our assets, to make sure we have property, to make sure that we have real estate, to make sure we have cars, make sure we have things and thus and that. But at the end of the day, something spontaneously weird happens to you. Where does your stuff go to? Well, that's why you have a will to express to your family and the court your final wishes.
Yes.
I always liken it to like this. Let's say your grandma, okay? Let's say your grandma was about to pass, but your grandma got some really beautiful earrings that you love, okay? And your grandmama know you love them earrings, okay? Them is y'all whole thing. Every time y'all play house or whatever with grandma, is you and her and them earrings, right? Those earrings are very special to you and her. Well, let's say grandma passed, but grandma have other granddaughters too. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Grandma has a will in place. Let's say she don't. Grandma don't have a will in place. You know that you're going to get those beautiful earrings that you know your grandma wants you to have. Well, your other cousin, she likes them too. So guess what? She got the earrings. It ain't nothing you can say or do.
That's right.
But what if grandma put in that will, Chastity gets those blue diamond earrings? You ain't never gonna ever forget your grandmama.
That's right.
And you gonna have the earrings. You're gonna be so proud because grandma made sure her last will, her last testament was for you, my love, to have what's rightfully yours.
Yes.
You see, a will gonna really calm down a whole lot of stuff. People
Yeah.
always say, "Oh, well, I don't need life insurance because they can just cremate me," and I don't know. They don't do that, but I just feel like they do. But I'm just kind of like, well, that's good and all, but if it's not in your will,
Mm-hmm.
your family's going to be shopping your face around Facebook, trying to get enough money to bury you the way they want to see you last.
Exactly the way they want to, not what you had.
Especially if it's not in a will and you don't leave enough money for them to take care of it, right?
That's right.
So that's why these things are so important that we have what in place. Because again, if you don't know your legal rights, you don't have any, right?
That's right.
So coming back to the 19-year-old, if mama had, she could have been she could have been sad and mad and everything else, but guess what she could have also done? Call her lawyers. Hey, what are my rights in this? What are we supposed to do about this? Because guess what? If she doesn't have legal rights or a legal team, she got to do what? Go pay high retainer costs.
Yes.
Go find somebody to help her with her legal matters, right?
Yes. Right.
And so these are, again, guys, like I was saying, just some protections that we need in place. And I am a proud affiliate of Legal Shield as well as Furman. And Furman, I went ahead and put your link in your messenger. So if you could go ahead and just copy that link into the chat, because guys, if you go through Furman link, you will be able to sign up for, guess what? Legal protection. So you can get your will taken care of. You can get your and also do probate. Probate comes with the Legal Shield as well. So what is probate? Basically, it's like this. You don't leave a will, Chastity. A judge, a court decides where your belongings and your assets go. And guess what? That's a cost to your family.
Wow.
So while they need your assets, they need it to live. But because you didn't go through that next step, which is getting a will, letting everybody know what's what and how it is and where it is and why it is, now a judge going to decide it for your family and for you since you didn't take the time to do it. Because guess what? You don't have that protection. Let's talk about guardianship. Chastity, you have babies?
Yes, I have a son.
How old is your son?
He is 6.
Oh, he's a minor.
Yeah.
Anything happens to you and your son and your husband at the same time, guess what? That child don't go straight to your next of kin. Without your will already in place, assigning guardianship, if something were to happen to you already, your son goes to the state of Texas. Your son is in foster care. until they decide who's the best fit for your child. But again, if you have it in the will, mama on them.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Because why? It's your last will and testament. But if we
Yes.
don't have these things, guys, in place, we leave our family, guess what? Unprotected. I really hope this is. I don't see anybody. I don't know if I don't see anybody on. I don't see any comments. But the point of the matter is, these are just layers of protection. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Hey, Diana, thank you. So this is why I will suggest that you actually, everybody on the sound of my voice, click on the link and sign up for your legal protection and your identity protection. Guys, it's a small amount out of your budget, reallocated from just going nowhere, right? We're reallocating our money, right? That's what we do. We reallocate. So we're going to reallocate $28 a month to make sure we have what? Legal protection. If you get a, let's say you get a ticket, guess what? Go call your lawyers. If someone trips on your property and threatens to sue you, go call your lawyers. If you need a document looked over, guess what? Go call your lawyers. Professional legal advice and counsel, right? You have access to a variety of legal services, including, listen, advice on an unlimited number of personal legal matters, right? Guys, a letter or made on your behalf when it helps resolve your legal issue. Contracts and documents reviewed and more. So think about this. Okay, so I'm an actress too, right? And I was on this play, and I have legal protection. That's one of the things I'm a product of the product. I have everything that we have, all of our financial services. But either way, but I flex a little different because I got legal. I got lawyers, right? So it was come time to pay me my money. The show is over, okay? And they're like, I'm like, oh well, we gotta, you gotta what? What we gotta do?
What you got? What you got to do?
What we doing? All right, I let it slide for a couple of days, Chastity. Right? I'm like, all right, and then it was still like, oh, we gotta check what happened at the door, the tickets. I don't care about none of that. I'm like, what?
Give my money.
Can you send me my contract?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to my lawyer. You know what I mean? I'm not here to play with you guys. We are too grown to be playing with people, right? We're going to have that lawyer send that letter if needed on our behalf. That is some power, guys.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Right? And for $28 a month, I pay that $28 a month like boom. Because if anything comes up, and then it protects the people in your family too.
Okay.
Like your husband and your children. Everybody got a child in their house. They always got to be like, well, you got one. You can't have more than one. One will always keep you on your knees is what I said. I got 3 of them, okay? But I got one in particular. I'm always like, man, hello, lawyer. But it's that freedom, it's that security that I have.
Yes.
Protection that we have, if that makes sense, right? So guys, these are just some of the things, some of the building blocks that needs to be in place when we're building a stable financial house. I know I'm making light of it and I'm making fun of it, right? Because sometimes stuff can get kind of heavy. It don't need to get heavy. We just need to get real with it.
Yes.
I'd rather you be prepared than unprepared.
Yes.
I'd rather we have a heavy conversation than turn a blind eye like we don't need these protections in place.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
And so as we go along on our talks, we'll talk about more of the things. Example, like after we talk about your will and get your will in place, guys, and your legal protection, guess what? Then we will talk about getting out of debt. That's so important.
Yes.
Who wants to have a mountain of debt? That just brings on stress, anxiety, worry, ulcers, cancers, freaking divorce, and everything else you can name.
Yes.
God tells us to owe no man anything. We're not supposed to owe nobody nothing. We are supposed to be the lender and not the borrower.
Right.
Right? We are the head and not beneath, right?
Right.
The head and the tail, above and not beneath. Y'all know how it goes.
Right.
Right? Y'all know how it goes.
Yes, we got you.
But guess what? If we don't get these, okay, so now let's you're building with me, right? So now we have Excel paying off your debt.
Yes.
Now we want to work on what? Your retirement. Because that's a bucket you got to be putting money into as well. And entrepreneurs have to make it so very important for them, right? Because at your job, if you have a 401k or employee sponsored plan, they do it for you. You don't have to think about it. It's just gone. But entrepreneurs, small business owners, we all know them. I am one. We have to get really good at squirreling away our money that we make.
Yes.
For the days that we don't have to work again. Right? And then, of course, guess what? Our children's education. Guys, I would really rather for these parents, y'all don't care. Y'all don't have to like me at the moment. For these parents, I would rather that you gave them a adulthood fund or a college savings fund, opposed to these big old dresses and these big old cars and these big old jewelries and these big old things that I don't understand where they get it from. I don't understand it. Right?
Right.
$25,000 plus for these things. I talked to people. I'm like, well, where'd you get that from? Because you just had trouble buying bread yesterday.
Exactly.
Where did?
It's like a wedding. It's
right. But again, or can we say or Chastity? We prepared for it. Guess what we were doing since they were 18? Putting money away. So now they turn 18, or when they turn, now that money's there.
Yes.
Now they got $20,000 they've been scrolling away. Well, we're going to use $3,000 for your graduation and whatever you want to do. The $17,000, you go and live your life and get out of my, do what you got to do. I don't care.
Yeah, do what you got. Hey, after that, hey, that's not my
right?
My part.
Because guys, think about this too. When we think about how we should be with our children, don't we want to provide for them a better start than we had?
Yes.
And if we could give them a better start, meaning that money is not a concern for them, they can dream a lot better.
Yes.
They can really settle into who they are supposed to be and who they're called to be.
Yes.
Right.
Because they wouldn't have to be worried about taking care of mama and daddy at 19.
Yeah.
Because we put some things, we made sure there were some things taken care of. So what I would say about the house of the people that we were talking about, the example, they had holes in their house. Their foundation wasn't in place. Because we never know what's going to happen. I'm sure it was a beautiful family. That's why I couldn't hardly even hear the story. I didn't want to take too much of it in, right? I'm sure it was just another beautiful family stricken down by tragedy.
Yes.
And not only now, guys, do they have grief, they have more bills.
Yes.
They have no money.
Yep.
We can do better. We must do better. So now after our college savings, because we have that money scroll away too, right? But guess what's at the top? Guess what's the roof, Chastity?
What's the roof?
Goals, dreams.
Yes.
The things you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life isn't supposed to be just go to work, eat the same food, go the same route, have that same water cooler drink, go to the same day in and day out. My God.
Yeah.
Jackie with the fork.
Yeah.
Right? And I drank the Kool-Aid for a really long time. And I'm not going to say it's not a struggle to work for yourself, because just like it's a struggle to work for somebody else, it's a struggle to work for yourself.
Yes, it is.
Come on, somebody. But
Yes, it is.
I'd rather bet on me.
Yes.
You know what I heard someone say the salary is the drug they give you to forget about your dreams.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Right? Because they say,
Right.
oh, we'll give you this little bit of money just to suffice you. And how many of us, at the sound of my voice, won't go where God is directing you because you're addicted to the salary that they give you?
That's right.
And the thing is about that salary that they give you is still barely enough to take care of your financial house.
Right.
That's why they call a job bent over broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't make it up. I like it. I didn't make it up though, right? But but think about it, right?
Yes.
And also too, and like I said too, guys, and this will be the last thing that I have to say, and then we can talk about it. If you are a two-family income home, if you have two incomes, and if you can learn how to, with some help and with some coaching, and I'm available to help you and coach you and give you a plan and strategy. But if you could live on one income and save the other to get where you want to be in life for a small period of time. See, sometimes we gotta do for a period of time.
Yeah.
But if we don't ever change nothing, we never gonna get no changes.
That's right.
So again, why exhaust his money? Why exhaust your money? Y'all, it's just exhausting.
Yes,
Right?
it is. Yes.
Who's saving money?
Mm-hmm.
We deserve to save money. We deserve to have the fruits of our labor. We deserve to see what we work for. We deserve to have what? A safety net. We
Right.
deserve for our family to be protected if anything were ever to happen to us. Because we never know what the future may hold.
Right.
So just to recap, and then I'm going to be out of here. Build your financial house properly. And the first thing we have to work on is your foundation, which is your income protection for your family. That's your life insurance. Would the people that depend on you financially be hurt if your finances went away? Right? Is there anything more important than protecting your family and the people that need you?
No.
And if there's nothing more important, wouldn't it make sense, Tawana? Wouldn't it make good sense to take a portion of the money that you work hard for every day to protect your family properly?
Yes.
Okay. And then let's talk about your budget, family. What are you doing with your money? You need to know where your money is going. Are you overpaying in this? Are you just throwing money over there? Do you even need that? Right?
Right.
And then, of course, too, your emergency fund. Guys, if you do not have an emergency fund outside of your bank, I will just ask that you, first of all, you can get in touch with me because I could do that for you.
There you go.
But guys, we need to start establishing your emergency fund. What if you wanted to leave your husband because he was abusive, but you ain't never been putting no money away? You can't leave anyway.
Sure can't. And that's what happens to a lot of them.
Right?
Right.
Okay, there's so many reasons. There's so many places there's so many reasons we should be growing our money.
Right.
We just don't grow our money. But guys, you know what I won't be? I won't be a gatekeeper. I won't be a gatekeeper of this very important, valuable information that is life-changing to our community. And so you have your emergency fund and also two, your legal protection. If you do not have legal protection and your will and testament, your power of attorney, all those legal documents, your guardianship for your children, if you do not have these forms together and already documented, I will beseech you to click the link that Furman has put in the chat. Click that link. Guys, sign up for your legal protection. That is only $28 a month, but you have lawyers on retainer. When do you need a lawyer? When I call one up and say, I need you? Okay. There's 101 reasons to need a lawyer. Don't be caught without it. Because, lawyers are expensive. So why not be on a program and have a situation that is, again, you're protected. Okay. And also, too, you can sign up for identity protection there as well. That's $11. Very affordable, guys. You're going to go spend that on, I don't even know what.
McDonald's.
Stay ready. You don't have to get ready. Tawana.
No, I'm talking about Tawana.
Yes, period. Okay. I just needed to get that period out because that's it. That's all. Right?
Yes.
So, guys, I am a licensed financial coach here in Texas, and I am licensed in several other states, including California, Illinois, Ohio, Florida, and a few other states out there. So if you need a one-on-one, just a consultation, Shalonda, this is where I'm leaking. This is where I need help. This is where I need education. Can you sit down with me over Zoom and just go over some stuff? And I'm going to be like, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It would be my absolute pleasure because guess what? I'm not a gatekeeper. And God did not put me in this position to hold back the goodness that he's given me. Right? This is part of ministry, guys. Helping our family, helping our neighbors is part of our ministry. I don't care what job you're on. Guess what? You have a ministry. Yes. I don't care what business that you have a ministry. I don't care what your Facebook is a ministry. Yes. So we have to use our platforms to do what? Minister to the people. Yes. And I thank God that he opened up finance, because what do most people go to church praying for?
Money. Finances.
But think about finance, right? But think about it too, Chastity. If people knew more about money, the principles about money, had a better relationship with money, they knew how to save money, they would give more money. Yes. And then our churches would be a lot better off too. Our charities would be a lot better off too. There's other people that would be just better off if we had what? More resources. That's why a lot of people don't do what they're supposed to do, because what? They lack resources. But if you don't know what to do with your resources, what's the point of giving you more?
Right.
Exactly. You're right.
I just dropped the mic on that one, Furman. Go ahead.
Oh no, I had pulled some interesting information. Thank you for all the input that you do, of course. Yeah. And I just came across some information. I think this is fun. I can get everybody to think. But like I said, Charlie, you did a lot of stuff to get everybody thinking for themselves. Of course, I did put the link in the comment section, so y'all go ahead and get yourself set up. Because it's all about being prepared. Now we gotta be ahead of the game. So I totally agree, Charlotte, what you're saying. Mm-hmm. They're going back to Proverbs. Consider the ant you slugger. The ant don't need to oversee, no guide, no rule, but the ant is already prepared, thinking ahead of the game. So when it hit, the ant is already prepared. The ant ain't running around like a chick with his head cut off. So we gotta be prepared. Well, we got another comment session. Okay. She said, yes, we need to change our mindset about money. Miss T, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's a sensitive topic in our community. She said it's a sensitive topic. Yeah, because it's like it's an embarrassing. I want to say, yeah, it is embarrassing for a lot of people when someone asks you about your financial situation, they ask you about how much money you have, and it is a touchy conversation because it's something we don't talk about every day, but it's important to talk about the things so we can get better and not just be slothful in business, but favor in spirit. But I wanted to read something right quick too. Mm-hmm. It says I put up this site on my pad. It said, "Dream with me for a minute. Step outside your current financial circumstances and make a list of what you would do with $1 million this week." I'm gonna read that again. Dream with me for a minute. Step outside your current financial circumstances and make a list of what you would do with $1 million this week.
Wow.
Look, you know what I want to show you? That is right on. That is right on track. I have this list right here of all the things that I want to do. The reasons why I want to. Wait, what happened? I don't know. I went. Did y'all wait? Okay.
No, good. No, because you had to pay it. That's why I did the solo.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay.
You're like, wait a minute, hold on now.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But you can take me down. I don't like that view. I want to see y'all.
No, you had to pay it. That's why.
It's okay. But look, I exactly what I did, right? Sat down, not today, but 3 year, 5 year, there's several 1 year, 3 year, 10 year goals, right, guys? Okay. There are some check marks. And guess what this list is? It's not just for myself. I want to, like, my sons and my daughters, and pay trip for sisters, a family cruise, the girl that I actually mentor, get her a car. She already got her own car, but I would love to get her another car, right? Yeah. But, just backyard overhaul, do my whole backyard over, whatever it may be. We have to start dreaming. If we can think it, we can dream it, we can have it. How many of us stopped dreaming in 3rd grade? We stopped believing we wanted to be that teacher. We stopped because someone came along and told you that you couldn't. Some demon attached itself to you and has definitely decided to douse your dreams and goals, and you have decided to not believe in yourself.
And that's right. Right.
I absolutely believe in writing the vision and making it plain. Write your vision on tablets. Look at it, envision it, see it, speak it, say it. I am financially free. I am debt free. I have enough. I have more than enough. Right? I'm a paymaster for the kingdom. I have lack in no area. Money, listen, money solves all things. Let's talk about it. Back that 19-year-old, if they had what? Money, dad would be fine, would have the treatment that he needs.
Yep.
If they had money, mom would be okay to be able to run the house like she needs to run it. If they had money, the son wouldn't have to give up his freedom and his responsibilities to take care of his family.
Yep. Right? That's right. That's right.
Money is not bad. Money is a tool.
Yes, it is.
So we have to learn to be better stewards of our money.
Yes.
I'm befuddled and baffled and flabbergasted when I hear people say, yeah, I blow $1,000 a month. Oh, how much do you have saved? Oh, nothing. Oh, you got some life insurance? No, I don't need that. Oh, you got your children something? No. Oh,
just hitting you.
You got retirement? I don't need that. Whoa, you know what I mean? So it's like this, but you know what? People don't need a critic. They need what? A guide.
Yes.
So that's why you attach yourself with someone like me, because we're going to laugh. I'm going to be serious, and we're going to get some things done, because there's some structuring that has to go on for you to succeed. But the problem is, this is the last thing for real. Y'all know how I built the house up, right?
Yes.
And you know how the goals and the dreams are on top?
Yes.
So you know what happens?
What happens?
Most people want to do what? Do their goals and dreams before anything else.
Yep. They building their house backwards.
Okay, what she say? The love of money is the root of all evil. The money is a problem. That's right. It's the love. It's like when you put money above God. Come on, somebody. Anything you put above God is an idol.
That's right. That's right.
I don't care if it's money, it's your vices, it's people, places, things, jobs, whatever, your own doubt and your own fears.
Right.
You exalt those things above God, you're doing it wrong.
That's right.
Right? So there's
Right.
some structure, guys. There's some structure, and I would love to help you structure your financial houses. So if anything happens, your financial house will always stand, and it's something that can be passed on from generation to generation. So what I'm just going to leave you with this: what does your legacy say? How are you leaving your legacy? Because if it's not in the will, nobody knows. If it's not in life insurance and they ain't got no money, nobody knows. If it ain't no property, nobody knows. And if your assets ain't where they need to be, nobody will remember you.
All right.
But you know, I say this all the time too, Shot. I say this all the time. You got the outside of the house looking good, landscape. It look good on the outside. When you walk in the house, it's funky, it's nasty, clothes everywhere on the floor,
Not funky.
kitchen dirty, bedrooms. But that's how we do. We portray a false image.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like look at people on social media, and let's keep it above.
Yeah.
They say they look good on social media, but they struggling behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Look
Yep.
good for people, but struggling behind closed doors, and that's backwards.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
not
Well,
that's not being honest, and that's not being truthful with yourself.
well, you know what? I get that. I'm not going to come up on social media looking busted. I'm sorry. I may have a bad. I'm not doing
No,
that. But
yeah, that. But I'm just saying, I ain't be all that fake it till you make it. That's the
stop,
stupidest junk I ever
stop.
heard.
We ain't
Um,
looking
fake
like what
it,
I'm going through.
fake it till
That
you
ain't
make
what
it.
we go.
Fake it.
But
Yep. Fake it till you make it.
I saw that fake it till you making it. But I want that count match on how I look on the outside. Can you feel it? You do. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And no, that was a really good analogy about the house, our financial house, right? It
Yeah.
looked like we have the cars, we look like we have the house, we look like we have the money in the bag or getting to the bag, or look like all these things, but you go look in it, you ain't even got no life insurance. Your house is funky. What you call it? Funky and
it's funky.
dirty.
You got a nasty, the kitchen all nasty, bathroom nasty, toilet nasty. You got streaks in the toilet, but look good on the outside though. Oh, you got it going on. Refrigerator. I'm just saying. So I put a laughing emoji up there.
My hour is over. I am done.
Just saying.
Oh,
Get inside
and
your
hey,
car.
that's a
Don't
good
look good on the
question.
outside. Get inside your car. It's all funky. You got clothes, you got food, and you got roaches in your car. What the world's going on?
I would be like, y'all financial house funky.
Yeah. Financial house is funky.
I don't
Try
know if I
Going
can
in,
say that.
but you know what, Shiloh? They going in debt.
Enough.
But you know what, Shiloh? They go in debt. They going in more debt.
Mm-hmm.
Putting this face image, getting all these credit cards, buying all. And I read an article too. This guy wanted to marry this girl. It was a story. She wanted a $20,000 ring, just posed on social media, and this dumb nut took out all these loans just for what?
Mm-hmm.
She just wanted the ring to post on social media. This is a story I read. I got it in my phone.
Yeah, it happens more than you would really think. Yeah.
And baby, she could have went to the jewelry store, tried on, take the picture, take it back off. It's the same thing.
But she wanted likes on Facebook. Hello, Miss Tucker. Thank you.
Hey,
Hello.
Kenya.
But I agree. It's all about being about your business.
Look, you know what? Can I just interject right there? And then I swear to you, I'm gone. Be careful who you build your house with.
Yes.
You can't build a house with someone like that.
No, you cannot.
With that $20,000, we need to make sure we have some structure. Baby, let's make sure we have enough life insurance in case I die tomorrow. Baby, let's make sure this budget of this $20,000 can actually stretch so when we gonna need it. Baby, let's make sure we get this legal protection in case I have to divorce you one day. I mean, whatever. Baby, let's make
divorce.
Yeah.
About building a kingdom, about being legacy, about being but it tastes right. You gotta be the right person to do all that. Because I tell you, if she don't want man, shoot. I wish I would.
You ain't buying a 20 grand?
Man, that 20 grand, we could invest it in some stock. We could invest it in some property.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
it takes the right individual, Shiloh and Jay, want to have that mentality.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
not, me personally, I'm not gonna put that type of money into a ceremony for an hour, 15 minutes, where we can take that money and invest in our family.
Yes.
Cause it's supposed to be me and you against the world, keep God first, but me and you against the world, not me, the world, and you. And people include the
Exactly.
world in their business so much. I don't want to do all that. Well, you right, you right. They allow outside opinions to influence what they decide to do together as one.
Yeah,
Right.
having the conversation about money, guys, is so very crucial to your marriages and your relationships. And maybe you could open it up with pillow talk. So because we all come from different places when it comes to our money, right?
Right.
Might be strong in saving. He might be strong in spending, right? He might be
Right.
strong in investing. You might not have any clue. But if you come together and really talk about your future and how you want your financial house to be structured and be open to each other's ideas and dreams and goals, guys, we're going to build better financial houses together. But if you over here building and you don't even know what he building, y'all ain't even building the same house.
Exactly. You can build two
He
different
building a
houses.
condo, he building a condo in the backyard or somewhere, and you ain't. I got
It's real.
right?
That's right.
But what
Right.
if again you came together and said, babe, we're going to live off on this income and your income. That's going to be what we build our wealth on.
Right.
It just makes sense, right? Right.
Right. Right.
So
They gotta be
Makes sense.
mature for that.
Yeah.
They gotta have a mature mindset for that. Immaturity don't understand that. They
and
want to
Mm-mm.
sometimes
get
that's
all
why
the
you need
average
someone
stuff.
like me. You need a coach. Sometimes we need coaches though. Right? You know how you need pastors, you need doctors, you need counselors. Well, sometimes we need a financial coach because if you don't study finance, if you didn't come from finance, you really don't know the rules about money. And how do you win the money game if you don't know the money rules? Guys,
Right,
Exactly.
I'm not a gatekeeper, but you
right.
got to come to the gate.
There you go.
Hey, that was some great stuff tonight.
Hey.
That was hey, that was some great stuff tonight. We thank everybody for tuning in, hanging out with us tonight. Of course, if you're on the YouTube side, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like, hit the notification. We go live
Mhm.
every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. It will not be a Saturday morning show this Saturday. We will return next Tuesday night, prime time at 7 p.m. I know Charlotte will not be here. We should be going within 2 weeks because she comes every
Yeah.
2 weeks with financial wisdom, of course. And we thank everybody for tuning in. Also, big shout out to Miss Tuck on the YouTube side. We don't want to forget the one, Miss Johnson. Matter of fact, Miss Johnson is going to be on our platform in a few weeks. So big shout out to her. We're looking forward to hearing her story, background as she present her gift and her talents to the world. Because it's all about extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. But before we go, Charlotte, go ahead and plug your information. How can people get in contact with you? How can they follow you? And of course, the mic is yours.
Yes, yes, yes. So again, thank you everybody for getting on tonight. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Again, my name is Shalonda Claiborne. I'm a regional vice president with Primerica Financial Services, and I'm licensed to do your investments, your retirements, your rollovers, your life insurance, auto and home, so many things that you may need. And I'm able to help you with the whole financial game plan. Where are you at so we can get you where you want to be? So it won't allow me to put my contact information there. But either way, 713-566-1228. You can simply DM me or send me a text or call me. Shiloh, I need your help, girl, and I'll be right there for you to help you every step of the way. So
Yeah.
thanks, Corbin.
Oh, and thank you as well, Charlotte, for taking time. Also, want to forget, big shout out to the elite as well in the comment section. I want to forget about them as well. So
Yeah.
big shout out to the elite in the comment section also. Man, we hope y'all have a great night, have a great weekend. Everything you was heard tonight, take it, absorb it, and most important, just get serious about your finances because it's something that's very important. Because you gotta realize this messes up generations
Yes.
until a generation get a hold to it. If not, if we don't get it, it fall down to the next generation, and the next generation don't get it, it's gonna trickle on down to the next generation until somebody in our generation, our bloodline, step up to the plate and make the necessary changes. So we gotta be
Yes.
serious about this thing. I'm pretty much that's really it. Go ahead, Chas. I know you have your business as well. How can individuals follow you, get in contact with you? Of course, the mic is yours.
Hey everybody, you can follow me on Facebook at Chastity Lobos. My business page is Grateful Affirmations. Tonight was a great show. I'm grateful for the show. A lot of information. If you didn't take it in, by all means, you should have been a sponge about it. And again, this weekend, Bad Boys come out. Definitely go and see it. I'm excited. I'm ready to go and see it. I hope you guys have a great night and a great weekend.
Hey, we got this thing, man. Y'all be blessed, be prosperous. I'm ready to shut it down. I'm getting up at 3 a.m, hit the gym at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So, man, y'all have a great night, and we'll see y'all Tuesday at 7 p.m. Charlotte will be back with us within 2 weeks, of course.
Yep.
So she's back with us as well. So, man, y'all have a great night. We got this thing. Peace, everybody.
Bye.